Hello and welcome back to the channel here today. Guys, where again it is time for celebration because we have gotten 3 more points in the bag. Another big push here in the title race with a 4-1 victory over Girona. It's 4 more goals for Hansi Flick's Barcelona, and there were some very impressive moments from the team today. It was a bit of a battle too, we had a bit of a fight on our hands for an hour of this game, but then we pulled away and we did really ruthlessly take the game away from Girona. We're going to be talking about all of those big moments, but it is one more win as we continue to move forward, guys. I hope you enjoyed now. Let's do this, because certainly here, guys, coming into the weekend, the pressure was very much on Barca again, because even though Atletico Madrid slipped up on the weekend, Real Madrid just about did not at home there against Leganés, and there have been a few tricky games this weekend for the top teams. There may be games you'd expect everybody to win, but we know there are upsets. We know there are shocks on the card, and Girona here today, they did cause us 1 or 2 problems as well. And in terms of the starting lineup here, Hansi Flick, I think playing it very safe again, not risking players. We saw Rafinha on the bench for the 2nd successive game since returning from Brazil. Flick basically feels as though he needs that bit of time. That bit of recuperation, not only because the games that he played out there, that long journey back, and now next week we will see him very much ready to go, I'm sure. So what we saw here up against Girona today were 4 changes in total from the team that faced Osasuna on Thursday. A good amount of rotation, I would say, from Flick. He didn't overdo it. He didn't go crazy there, but it was a quick turnaround we can't forget from that Thursday game. So we had Gerard Martin coming at left back, and I thought he played, well, every time now that we're seeing Gerard Martin, he's taking his opportunity. He's taking his chance, and he's actually emerged here as quite a solid pick. Quite a dependable player when required. We had Eric Garcia then move into midfield. He basically deputized there for Frankie de Jong, who wasn't risked from the start of the game today. Araujo, then playing at center back as well, he came back in. Furman made a start, and Robert Lewandowski was back in place of Ferran, and boy did Lewandowski have an impact today. Because a new thing today, guys, that we started the game with some urgency. We started the game very well, I would say. We had a few shots on goal, and in particular, Fermin Lopez. He was looking lively from the start here today. He picked up where he left off against Osasuna, taking on very much so a shoot-on-sight policy. He really was going for Girona early on in the game there, forcing them to really be cautious about him. And then, of course, we had a big moment early on in the game when it looked as though we might have a penalty, because originally here the referee, and let's make this clear, he gives a free kick in favor of Barca. He calls that there is a foul on Fermin Lopez. Now, as we see, it's inside the box, though. So the referee there is invited to go across to VAR to have a look at this one and ultimately to see, okay, it's actually a penalty. It's not a free kick. It's inside the box. It is a penalty. The referee looks at it and then thinks, actually, no, it's not a penalty, and I'm not even going to give a free kick to Barca. I mean, Fermin, he's taken out by Esprit. It's quite clear there. There's clear contact on him, and I was absolutely shocked that all the players were there when that decision was completely overturned. We also had there in the first half a chance for Lamine Yamal. Just opening up there it did for him. He put that one over the bar, and he did have as well Lewandowski in support of him, and I did feel as though there was a few moments in the game today where we missed that third man. You've got Lamine, you've got Lewandowski, you've got so many threats in this Barca team, but we do still miss Rafinha in those big situations whereby things open up for you. We will be looking forward to having Rafinha back with us. No question about that. We also saw an unbelievable save, by the way, to deny Ronaldo Araujo. I thought this was in. It was a great ball and great corner there. Araujo get a good header on it. And how on earth does he get across there? The goalkeeper, fingertip save to deny Araujo. That was a really good one. Jules Kound had a goal disallowed there due to offside, and it was the correct call in the end. Just strayed there a little bit beyond the defensive line, but Barca putting some good pressure on, and then just before halftime we got a reward. Firmino was winning a free kick again. He was lively. He was really important there in and around the penalty area. Lamine Yamal takes the free kick on, and hey, what can you say about this goal? What can you say about the quality of the goal? Lamine, he takes the free kick. I think it goes in the end off the defender. I thought originally maybe Eric Garcia got something on it there, that maybe it went in off him, but in the end it has gone down as an own goal. You won't see a better free kick this weekend. You know, people are talking about Mbappe's free kick. What are people on about? Look at this one, what a goal to open the scoring for Barca. But I think it was very much deserved. We had real chances in that first half. We put the pressure on Girona. They didn't really offer up anything at all in return. It was very much dominance for Barcelona, and that was why in the second half, of course, to concede. That was such a big shock because, as you can see right here, Raúl de Rayo makes the decision and really takes on a lot of risk, I feel, in this moment here, because he tries to play at the back, which is fine, but he goes long to Lewandowski, and there is a lot of dang. There because Lewandowski is surrounded. He doesn't win that initial ball. We lose possession, and what also happens then is that Araujo is so deep he can't get up. You know, he can't get up the field, so in that very moment, he's also playing everybody, including Dan Juma, onside. It's a quick ball through from Girona. They take advantage of that situation, and it's a great finish there. And before you know it, they're leveling the game. So we've gone from 1 second dominating things, being very, very comfortable, to the next being level on the score sheet. So that was certainly a blow for Barca. But I have to say again, as we have done all season long, how well did we respond? How well did we pick ourselves up, dust ourselves down, and think, okay, we just got to score more? And that's exactly what we did, because La Minima, as always, is at the very, very heart of it here. And you got to say what a back heel it was. This was an absolutely joyous moment here, because everybody thinks Jamal's going to take on the shot himself. But instead, he just back heels it beautifully into the path of Count, who I think he's caught between shooting and passing there. And in the end, he doesn't either. He doesn't get it on target. It's too powerful then to be a pass across the box. So Count there just caught in two minds, but we did get our goal, and Gavi was very much involved in it. It was another solid display from him again today, crossing to the box. Furman again is involved. He was really, really heavily involved today. He does well to win that ball. And I also have to give you huge credit to Robert Lewandowski, because many people here would think, oh, it's just a finish. It's quite scrappy. You know, he just bundled the ball home. It's quite a lucky second goal here for Barca, but actually this is a great finish from Lewandowski. He deserves a lot of credit here because it's high up. He's actually fully stretching for this ball, and he gets the perfect contact on it. You know, he does really, really well to control that finish up that high and then put it into the back of the net. It's a really good finish from Lewandowski, and at such a crucial moment in the game there. So Barca get themselves back in the lead, and then we got the luxury of bringing on Ferran Torres and Bringy. On Frenkie de Jong, who can I just say, he was tremendous when he came on Frenkie. We know that he was being rested a little bit today, Barca being a little bit cautious with him. Furman and Gavi went off there, and even before the goal, Flick wanted to make this change. He wanted Frenkie and Ferran on the field, and they both had tremendous impact here because the third goal, it's Frenkie at his best. When I think of Frenkie de Jong, when I think of his characteristics and all of his ability, this is what I think of. This is the player that he is here, bringing the ball back, driving them from deep and moving up the field, you know, so effortlessly there. He can make up such ground in such a quick time, and you can't touch him. You know, nobody's going to take the ball off him here. And then making the perfect decision in the final third, threads it through to Lewandowski, and you've also got to say again, that's an absolutely wonderful finish from a player today who looked much, much sharper, much, much better there in front of goal. Really real.